All right, hey guys, Tyler here. So you might be watching this video because you've seen this compensation plan kind of drawn out. You've seen this picture somewhere online, or your friend showed it to you, or maybe I personally showed it to you, and you're kind of curious, what does this actually mean? And so I want to share with you and show with you personally, visually, how this works. Okay, so from what you can see here, this vertical acceleration thing. What is this thing called? What is this? What that initially is you actually just pass up your number 2 and your number 4 up to your sponsor. Okay, so at first that might kind of suck, but what that means is because we're off 100% residual commissions, that means that with just one person, you're breaking even already. Okay, now I realize with 4 people, you're only making $100, but with this vertical acceleration, you're going to see how you can actually make over $10,000 every single month just with 4 people. And that's assuming that all you worry about is, just promoting the total takeover. Okay, so let me go ahead and delete that real quick. All right, so this is what it's going to be like. All right, so let's say that this is you up here, right? And let's say that you go out and you get your 4 people, right? Pretty easy concept. All right, so number 4 and number 2, it doesn't matter what they go out and do. Okay, it doesn't matter at all because they get passed up to your sponsor. Okay, so they could get 4 people, they could get just one person, they could get 0, they could get 5,000. It doesn't matter. They don't affect you. Okay, so your number 1 and your number 3. Okay, let's say that they go out and they get 4 people each, right? So they went out and they got 4 people each. Well, just like what happened with your 2s and 4s, they're going to get passed up to you. All right? Let's keep these really short. 2s and 4s get passed up to you. Okay? So what that means is that's an additional $100 per person into your pocket. And they're already paying you $50. So with just 4 people and them getting 4 people, now you're making an additional $300 every single month. Okay, because remember, this is 100% residual commissions, okay? So don't let that confuse you. Residual meaning in your pocket whether you do anything or not, okay? So you don't have to show up or do any other good stuff. All right, so now let's assume that now they go out and they get 4 people each, okay? And as I have to draw more circles, this is going to take a little bit longer. I'm very sorry. Okay, so now they're going to pass up their 2s and their 4s also all the way up to you, okay? Because what that means is they're 2. So basically, they're your 1 and 3s. Their number 2s right here, right? Those people are technically now your sponsor, even though you don't know them and you didn't bring them in, or you might not necessarily know them. You didn't bring them in the system. They're now technically yours. So now their 2s and 4s get passed up to you. Okay. And so what that means is that's an additional $200 into your pocket every single month. And notice I said additional, not just, it's just $200. No, this is an additional 200 each. So that's going to be 200 plus 100 plus a 50 per leg. Okay, and so that's going to be what, 400, 500, 600, or $700 into your pocket. All right, every single month. $700 into your pocket. And we're only 3 tiers down, and this is just with 4 people. Can you imagine if you had like 5 or 10 or 20 people that were all trying to do this, okay? And then I'll just go down 2 more tiers, okay? So let's assume that they go out and they get 4 people each, right? Oh man, these are getting really small. All right, so boom, 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 boom. 4 people each, right? And a couple more. All right. So now they're going to all, their 2s and their 4s are also going to pass up to you, okay? So this goes forever, for as many tiers as it goes down, okay? And so what that means for you is that's an additional $400 per person. Okay, so that's an additional $800 on top of the $700. All right, so let's do plus 800 plus 700, right? So that's going to be an additional $1,500 in your pocket every single month, and you only brought in 4 people. You're not worrying about the products or services or the 5+ different ways that you're going to learn how to make money online without recruiting somebody. Okay, this is just focusing on only recruiting, kind of like network marketing. Okay. Now, lastly, I'm not going to draw all these circles. I'll just do squiggly lines, all right, because I don't want to get too long. But that's going to be an additional $800 per person under you, okay? So that's going to be an additional $800 per month, all right, on top of the $1,500, or sorry, that's actually going to be $1,600. Let's go ahead and erase that real quick. Erase. There we go. All right. It's going to be additional $1,600 because that's $800 per leg, right? So now you can see where this can really go. That's going to be what? That's going to be $3,100 every single month. And you're only, let's see, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is only your 5th tier down. And you're already making, so 5 equals $3,100 a month, okay? And so this right here just visually represents what my picture says right here, okay? So let's see if I can kind of put this over here. All right. So when I say for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, those are per tiers down. Okay. So $50 times 2 equals 100. $50 times 4 because these numbers here are doubling because each person's going out and getting 4 people. Okay, 300, 700, 1500, 3100 is where I stopped visually showing you. But if I went down another tier, you're going to be making roughly $6,300 every single month, paid to you with the snap of your finger, right, immediately on that day. So you no longer have to wait for the end of the month or wait until the 15th or, the end of the week or whatever. Paid you immediately, but then also every single month, okay? And this is going to be the only place where you can actually make money more by the things that you learn in the company than actually promoting itself, okay? So I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty good to me. And I hope you guys have a great night. If you have any questions or concerns, make sure to leave a comment down below or just hit me up. All right, you guys have a great night.